Hey everybody, Nathan Peterson here, licensed therapist and OCD specialist. I thought it would be super important to go over what scrupulosity looks like in OCD, religious or moral. Instead of just boring you with another scrupulosity video, I thought I would get some ideas from those in the community. So I'm going to be looking at how you experience scrupulosity and give you some treatment tips along the way. Here we go.
Do you think that was good? Tell me I'm good. Tell me it was good. Tell me I'm good. Tell me I'm good.
Yeah.
Tell me that was good. Tell me I'm 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 good. Thank you.
Okay. So if you're not sure what scrupulosity is, it's usually this moral fear of doing something right or something wrong, or if it's tied to your religion, it's, is God disappointed in me? Did I sin? Am I being blasphemous? And often one of the biggest compulsions is seeking reassurance, asking whoever, their religious leader, it's asking their parents, it's asking their friend, the internet, am I a good person? Am I a bad person? Do you think that I need to go repent for this thing? Do you think I need to go pray again? So someone telling someone else that they are good is great. But with OCD, it tends to just start this cycle over and over and over and over again, because the person says, you are good, you are great, don't worry about it, you're not a bad person. Everyone has these thoughts. And they're like, ooh, I feel good. And then it's like, wait, but tell me, are you sure? I need to tell you, like, I don't know if I explained this well enough. If maybe I re-explain it with a different tone, a different feeling, give you another detail that I forgot to tell you, you would change your mind and tell me that I am not good. It's just this nasty cycle that people get stuck into. So while this one is, somewhat funny, that is a pretty realistic thing that someone might go through. They could ask this question hundreds of times a day.
Just got done with church and I thought it'd be good to post a video about scrupulosity. Now
Yeah,
remember,
so this one's
OCD
probably related
tends
to
attack
religion.
things that we love. Scrupulosity is when it attacks things like your religion, your spiritual belief, or even your morals. Why does it do this? That's just what our brain and our OCD does. It goes after what we cherish and we love the most. So it might make you wonder if you're a good person. It might make you question your belief. It might make you think that you've sinned or gone against what you believe. That happens to me and it's not a fun feeling. But remember, like everything, follow the ERP lifestyle, stay strong.
Ooh, this guy's got it, man. That's exactly what you want to do. Buddy, I think I saw you at the OCD conference. This is great. The ERP process, exposure and response prevention. When we learn to retrain our brain to say, I can have these thoughts of like, oh, am I sinning? Am I a good person? It's okay to have these thoughts, but they don't need to interfere in our life. If they start interfering and they're causing lots of anxiety and distress, and I feel this urge to fix it, to do something about it, then it becomes more of a problem. So doing something like exposure and response prevention, I'm possibly actually moving closer to different triggers, different fears on purpose, and I'm not going to respond the way I normally would want to respond to this. The thing about this is a lot of people who do exposures feel like I'm going to have to start breaking my morals and my values, and that's not what I want to do. And guess what? That's not what we do. It might be if the trigger is looking at a picture of God, I'm going to look at a picture of God. And if it's having a certain word in my head that comes in while I'm looking at a picture of God, that's what we're doing. But we're not going to actually break your morals or your value. You might feel like you're right on the edge of doing that. With exposure and response prevention, I need to teach my brain that I am actually going to be okay at the end of all this. And I won't know 100% because we don't know what God's really thinking. Unless somebody knows and they just haven't told me yet. We ultimately have to live life today. That's where we're living life. So let's keep living it.
I think it's important to note that scrupulosity is not the fault of religion in general or the church specifically, and that even people that have never been religious can experience it, just kind of in different ways.
Yeah, I'm so glad that he said that, because you would think all these churches, all these different religions are just ruining people. If they didn't go to church, if they didn't have all these beliefs, if they didn't shove all this stuff down people's throats, they wouldn't feel so anxious about it. But that's actually not the case. Sometimes that plays into some of the factors and why somebody might have this, because as the guy said earlier, it attacks what we value. And so people value their religion and they want to make sure they're being a good person. And so yeah, it's going to attack that. I would assume, I'm like, hey, I used to live in an area that was very highly populated, like very Christian. And I moved away and I was like, man, I'm not going to see scrupulosity as often now. I was totally wrong. It is everywhere. Even people who, like, I don't even have a religion. I don't even believe in God, but I'm still afraid that I'm offending God. And they're like, that doesn't make any sense because I don't even believe in God. OCD just does what OCD does. It's going to make someone doubt, question about anything. So ultimately, we need to just do what we're doing, and we're gonna know when we did something wrong. We just kind of have to count on that. If we know 100%, let's fix it. If we don't, let's keep it uncertain. Whoa, super quick. What if I deep down am really a bad person who has tricked everyone into thinking I'm a good person? Wow, right on the nose. That is what a lot of people think. Like, if people really knew who I was, they wouldn't treat me the way that they would be treating me. If they knew that thing I did a long time ago, oh my goodness. I honked at that person today and I just felt that anger. And if they really knew what I was thinking inside, like, people think I'm a good person, but I'm not a good person. I'm tricking everybody. It's a super, super common thought with scrupulosity.
I'm really, really sorry, Nikki. I'm really, really, really sorry.
Super quick. You have moral scrupulosity, OCD, and over-apologizing is one of your compulsions. Yes. So you think about anytime you are apologizing, it can often be a compulsion. Am I apologizing because I know I did something wrong? Like, I tripped somebody and they fell on the ground and now they've got blood on their face and I'm like, did I do something wrong? Did I not? I can apologize for something like that. But if somebody trips while they're walking through my house and it has nothing to do with me, but my brain says, well, maybe I should have moved that book and they wouldn't have tripped. I don't really actually need to apologize. Like, life is life and let be life. That may even make sense. Let's not try to fix this so much. So obviously, as you can see, a lot of people have different types of compulsions. Minnie here, she's a great person. Ultimately, these people, whether they struggle with this or not, really understand what OCD is all about. If you're struggling with scrupulosity, we do need to do that exposure and response prevention. A great place to start, writing down all of the thoughts, all the feelings, all the worries, all the compulsions that you're doing, and you start figuring out which ones can you leave more uncertain. Because guess what? I'm going to tell you something that maybe no one knows. Any religion, doesn't matter what it is, we're all still guessing. We don't know. 100%. We can hope. We can have faith. That's what religions are all about. Have faith. So let's keep that. Faith means I am choosing to not figure this out. I'm hoping for the best at the end of all this. Let's live life today. What am I doing today that is worthwhile, that's going to make me happy? It's going to bring me joy. That is what I want to work on. I do have my step-by-step online course for Scrupulosity. Helps you go through this process with like 42 videos, lots of different worksheets, step by step. And if you need more tips for OCD, go watch my other video, 25 tips for succeeding in your OCD treatment. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know down in the comments what subtype should I do next for this. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.